I had one apology to make to all of you. I am not who you think I am. There was a cancellation and I was asked to take the place of the cancellation. My name is Laurence Mitchell. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a web developer and founder of Life Beyond Labels, which I'm going to talk to you about in a little bit. But before I talk to you about the website, and I talk to you about me and the story behind Life Beyond Labels, I'm going to talk to you about how technology is going. And I'm going to use this little creature here. Just for a moment, I want you to look down at my feet and have a laugh. Now, laughing is actually very, very good for you. It's the best thing after crying emotionally, because it actually can be very magical and cure. But we're not really talking about cures, we're talking about remedies. And this is what really my website is about. It's about finding a remedy that will work for you. Very interestingly, pointing out my feet is very relevant. This is new innovative technology which came out of the States about 5 years ago. I was fortunate to be one of the few customers because the other thing I forgot to actually say is that I'm also autistic. I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when I was 48 years old, that's 10 years ago. I also have ADHD and other motor difficulties. I could add a physical disability too, but it's not relevant. So, why I'm looking at this is a mobile phone, but this is what you'll be doing away with this in the future. This will do everything for you. You won't even have to worry about there being a keyboard, because this device will pick up your thoughts and put those thoughts into a hologram. So a hologram will become your screen. You might be asking me, why am I telling you this? This is fantasy, science fantasy. This is Star Trek material. This is the sort of thing. But can I tell you something? The scientists are already there. They are creating tomorrow's fantasy into today's reality. They are already working on transporters. They're able to actually transport an object through a wall. Admittedly, it's extremely minute, but at least they're beginning to know how this technology works. Likewise, my website, Life Beyond Labels, that is www.lifebeyondlabels.com, will show you and hopefully teach you new ways that you can actually bring out of you better creativeness. It will show you ways you can help those that you care about. So it will also help you show you or anyone you know or care about how they can manage their thoughts and organize their lives better utilizing web technology. So in a moment I'm actually going to be putting this microphone down, hopefully speaking to this microphone and giving you a guide to my website and showing you how it can help you. But before I do, I would like to talk to you a little bit about me. I said I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when I was 48 years old. And the reason why I got myself diagnosed was because I was concerned about one of my children who was actually had himself diagnosed a couple of years later with OCD. He may also be autistic, but I just want you to remember one thing. Autism is just a label. It doesn't describe the person. This is very important. When I got two websites. Another website is called Life Without Labels. I was never happy with the name Life Without Labels. We need labels. Doctors need labels. But the problem arises when you have labels that others pin on you. These labels could be unfair labels. They could be demeaning. They have no relevance in your life. That is why Life Beyond Labels I put together, or rather my team of web developers put together. In 2007, I attended the Research Autism Symposium at the London University on the South Bank. Now, in the afternoon we were herded off into rooms, and a number of us suggested that mentoring would be a great intervention for those on the autistic spectrum or have similar disorders. So what I did, and I'm jumping the gun a little bit, haven't really had a lot of time to prepare for this presentation. Why I actually did this was because I had been introduced to a life coach who was able to help me with my own labels, help me deal with labels that were very invasive, phobias. And he did it using a very clever metaphor. He used the weather in the sky, and he created the same scenario as the weather in the mind. So there's actually a relationship between the weather in the sky and the weather in the mind, or the weather in the mind and the weather in the sky. And if you want to go onto my first website, www.lifewithoutlabels.co.uk, you will actually be able to see this